Hi everybody, it's Corinne, your independent beauty consultant for Mary Kay. This is Kaylee, she is my daughter.
Hi.
She's kind of my Mary Kay in training. Today I wanted to show you our Clear Proof Charcoal Mask. This is what the bottle looks like inside. This is 4 ounces of charcoal mask for $24. You can put this on 2 to 3 times a week for about 10-20 minutes, and then it just wipes right off. It's not a peel mask. Those are very, very bad for you. So we thought we'd give it a try so you guys can kind of see how it works and what it makes your face look like. The most important thing whenever you're doing this is make sure you start with a clean face. So the biggest thing about this, and I'm gonna give Kaylee some so she can start. You usually want to use a foundation brush, but you can use your fingers as well. It's not gonna hurt. Just kind of makes a bigger mess whenever you do it that way. You're just gonna do an even amount across your face like this. You don't need to do it super thick, but you don't want it too thin either. You just want a nice layer going across the skin. Make sure to avoid your eyes because that's a very different type of skin around your eyes and you don't really need the charcoal mask there. And if it gets in your eyes, it might burn a little. I don't know because I've never actually got it in my eyes. So one of the benefits of using a charcoal mask is the clarifying portion of it. So what it does is once you put it on your skin, it starts pulling all the crap that is hidden in your pores. It makes sure to not what's the word I'm trying to think of? I apologize. You don't want it to pull out too much oil from your skin. It's still going to pull out oil, but that's why you don't want to overuse this because it will pull out oil from your skin. Do you need more?
Yeah, I need more.
It's fun to do this with a friend just whenever you have like a relaxing day ahead of you. It's Easter, so we did our yummy breakfast that we usually do for Easter. That's our tradition, and we don't really have any family in this area, so we kind of just hang out and make a day of it. So did all the chores yesterday, and so now we just got to wow, words there, relax. But you can see, a little bit of this goes a long ways. I just put like a little tiny dot. Oh, I forgot about my nose ring. Well, that'll be fun. You can see that, we haven't had to use a whole lot of it. I've been putting maybe a nickel size on my finger, not a ton of it. So you know that 4 ounces is gonna go a long ways. We actually saw a charcoal mask in the store the other day, or I did. It was 3, 0.75 ounce stars that you get for $70. I couldn't even believe it. It's like $70, that's crazy. And when I looked at the ingredients in their charcoal mask and I compared them to the Mary Kay charcoal mask, there wasn't a whole lot of difference as far as the active ingredients, charcoal. If you really want to try something like this and you don't want to pay a ton of money for it and you want something that's going to do what you want it to do, then I highly suggest trying this product. This is actually really good for teenage boys too. I tried to get my son to do this and he refused, unfortunately, but it is something that would work for them as well to pull out any impurities that may be in their skin. Oh, I missed a whole section over here. It's hard to do this when you're looking at a camera. I didn't realize how hard it might be. So I am so splotchy. It doesn't matter if you're splotchy, but it does matter that you cover up all the areas that you want to cover up. So I'm realizing that because I was doing this looking at a camera and not a mirror that I missed some things. So I'm going to go and touch that up real quick. And then what I'll do in about 20 minutes, we'll come back and I'll show you how it dries. And you can actually see where the impurities are pulled out of the skin into the mask before we rinse it off. So, looks like I've got a good enough base going here. So, we will be back in about 20 minutes for you to see how this works. Okay, ladies and gents, if you're watching, it's 20 minutes later and I just kind of wanted to do a close-up so you can see what's going on with both of our faces. So if you look here at Kaylee, you can kind of see Here, she said she had a zit that she popped earlier, and there's kind of a scab, so you can see where it's kind of pulled out some of the impurities here. Wherever there's white, this is where impurities have been pulled out. She's fully dried, so you can see that she had a lot of impurities in her skin. Mine has not fully dried yet because I realized probably about 15 minutes into it that I left a big old blotch on my nose, so trying to do this while videoing is difficult, but you can still see on my forehead areas where impurities have been pulled out, right along my eyes, which is where I tend to get most of my zits, is in this cheek area here, and on my chin. This is actually dry, so just wanted to kind of show you what this looks like. Now we're going to go ahead and take it off. All you need is a wet rag. It should bring it right off. The warmer, the better. Sorry. These are a lot more delicate than those pool masks. Kaylee and I did one of those pool masks probably about 2 months ago.
Oh my God. I
cried trying to pull mine off.
It was just a bad time.
That was before I did my research on what the good and bad of those are. You should never try beauty products without doing research on them. So before I even joined Mary Kay, I made sure to, research the products very well to make sure that they're not putting, bad things into them. One thing I do love about Mary Kay products is that they go by both FDA as well as European guidelines for drugs that are used in it are also good for Europe. And if you know anything about that, Europe has more stringent rules than we do. The fact that we comply with those makes me very happy. So you can see that it's coming off very easy, except for in this area right here. I have a nose ring and I forgot about it as I was putting it on. So it's kind of causing me some grief. So remove your jewelry in the future. Mine's too new to remove, so that's on me. But you can see that this is not taking a lot to come off. And what I'll do is kind of just do a quick rinse off with just some soap and water, my facial soap.
I feel like a caveman.
You feel like a caveman? You look like a caveman. We've just been unearthed. But you can see, I'm gonna bring it just a little bit closer. My skin's kind of red from me having to get the thicker spots off of my skin. But you can see that it is very, very luminous. It's got a nicer texture to it already. And I put on my moisturizer and my SPF and then my makeup. It's gonna help it so that it just basically glides on. I won't have to force it to move or have to continually add to my hand or whatever I'm using to add makeup to it. Because if you have any questions regarding this charcoal mask, see, she's looking good, feeling good. Hit me up at corinne.norris@marykay.com. It'll be in the comment section below. I will be happy to help you. Thanks.